few questions here, really. Um, which planet in our solar system rotates clockwise on its axis? Now, we've sort of covered this before. It's the only planet that does go the other way. It rotates on its axis clockwise. Do you know which one that is?
Is it Saturn?
Which one?
Is it
Saturn.
Saturn? Yeah.
No, it's Venus.
Oh,
Venus. And the strange thing about Venus, is that one day on Venus is quite a lot longer than 1 year on Venus. So,
wow.
and I'll tell you why. Now, if you think of the Earth, 24 hours we rotate once on our axis. Sunrise, sunset, etc. 24 hours is 1 day. 365 and a quarter days is 1 year. On Venus, the numbers of this, it takes to spin on its axis just once, takes 243 days, which is quite incredible, really. It's much,
Mm.
much slower because it has a very thick atmosphere, not conducive to humans, but very thick, which effectively, because of tidal flows, have slowed down its rotation, which is why it's so long. So 243 days for 1 day, but it goes around the sun for its 1 year in 225 days. So it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
A day is much longer. So if you were if we were doing our podcast on Venus now, and I say, right, see you tomorrow then, cuz, then that would be see you next year, because tomorrow would be well over a year later on Venus.
Yeah.
That's a bit quirky, isn't it, for that one?
It is. Yeah.
And
Wow.
the only other thing that's odd about Venus is we always think that Venus is, well, it's his second in line to the sun behind Mercury, but
Mm.
very often we are much closer in our orbit to Mercury than Venus, which kind of reverses what generally is considered to be the case. But that be that as it may.
Mm.
Okay, so what's the next one? What is the human body's largest organ? And no humorous responses, please, here, cuz. I know what you're like. Largest organ.
Right. Okay. I think I
Don't
know
make me
this.
laugh.
I think I know this one. I
Go
think I
on then.
do.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it the liver?
The what?
The
The
liver.
liver. The liver.
Yeah.
No. The answer, quite simply, is the skin. It's
Oh.
considered to be an organ, and by definition, it's going to be the biggest organ, isn't it?
Oh.
Right. Next question. What is the smallest country in the world?
Is it Saint Lucia?
Yeah, that's in the West Indies. No, it's not. The
Oh.
smallest country in the world is the Vatican City, where the Pope lives. And there are 882 residents there, mostly clergy and guards and things like that. Okay, now this is an impossible question for you to answer, but I'll ask it anyway. Which country has the most islands in the world? Well, the impossible bit is when I ask you how many islands, but which country has the most islands in the world?
The most islands in the world.
Most islands
Is it
under
Brit?
its jurisdiction. It owns these islands.
Is it UK? I think it's the UK.
No, no, it's not. It's Sweden.
Oh.
Um, And for example, I know that I remember reading years ago that the two songwriters in ABBA, Bjorn and Benny, they used to own a little. They used to own a little island quite near to where they live, where they would go to write their songs. So they wrote most of ABBA's songs on this little island. But have a
Oh.
wild guess about how many islands Sweden has.
Ah,
It will need to
right.
be a wild guess.
So it's 225 islands.
It wasn't wild enough. The answer is, listen it, coming up, 267,570. 200, over a quarter of a million islands, but less than 1,000 are inhabited. And they're mostly situated in the Baltic Sea off of Sweden. But yeah,
Wow.
it's got that many islands. So it's an impossible question, really, isn't it? Right. Um, Quick one. What is the slang name for New York City used by locals?
Is it Yankee?
No, no. The international sort of name we call it is the Big Apple, isn't it? But apparently locals call it Gotham, which I think is the name of the city in Batman. So maybe there's
Yeah. Yeah.
some relevance on that. What is the best-selling book series of the 21st century?
Oh, it's definitely Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Very good. Yeah, got that one right. Okay, now we move to true or false examples. Right.
Right.
First one, humans and giraffes have the same number of neck vertebrae. True or false?
False.
False. Do you think giraffes have more because of their long neck? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid, cuz it's true.
Ah.
We have seven. We have seven neck vertebrae, and giraffes have seven neck vertebrae. But interestingly, mice also have seven neck vertebrae, and the commonality is that we're all mammals, and almost all mammals, whatever their size, have seven neck vertebrae. I mean, in the case of the giraffe, it's got inevitably much bigger bones, so there are still it's able to have just seven neck vertebrae as well. The black box in an aeroplane is actually orange. True or false?
True.
You know what the black box is, don't you?
Yeah, the one that stores the information, crash information.
Yeah, I mean, there's two actually. You're right. It is true. It is orange. There are two: the cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder. In the early days of such things, they were black, but I think they soon discovered that it was better to have a bright colour that could be located in the event of an accident. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. True or false?
True.
True.
Yeah.